Carmelo Anthony has an unbelievable season this year. It's been his best season probably of his whole career. For the last 3 games, he averaged 131 points, and that's just amazing. He beat Bernard King's franchise record for the Knicks in 1984 to 1985 when Bernard King played. And it's just unbelievable. With the team he has this year, he's actually made a lot of chemistry with his teammates, and the Knicks fans, they're just lucky. And he's just behind Kevin Durant in scoring. He increased his scoring average to 28.3 points, and Kevin Durant has 28.4. So best of luck to Durant. And plus, they're facing each other tomorrow in OKC versus the Knicks. Back to Joel. I'll give it to him.
Josh, this whole Carmelo Anthony story, it's been such a great story for New York fans and other Melo fans like me. Carmelo Anthony, there was so much hope and predictions for him when he first came out for the draft, and he didn't live up to those expectations. But this year, it's his greatest season ever, and those last 3 games, they've been such a light to his life. Tomorrow's matchup, Melo and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant actually went to the finals against LeBron James. They're doing something a lot of people say he didn't want it. Melo, on the other hand, his whole career, it's gone side flipped. He's been elite and stuff, but he's never gotten to what he's wanted. So this season, he's trying to turn that all around. And part of that is thanks to the New York Knicks organization. They got Melo first from New York. Didn't do all that well because of team chemistry. Last season, they got Raymond Felton. He's a really good point guard. He's not all-star material, but he's a pretty good point guard if you want a championship team. Then they also got James 2011 NBA championship. They all added together. They had other pieces. They had the Steve Novak, so the Mari Stoudemire. Don't forget about Mari. He and Melo might not work together, but if you bring in some players together, they might coexist.
Yeah.
And you have Tyson Chandler, all that.
I totally agree. And Joel, did you know that J.R. Smith, his teammate, he scored 30 right with Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony's only 20 years old, and look where he is right now. It's just unbelievable. He's the best small forward in the whole league. And Amari, just having him on the team, it's just a monster. Having Chandler right with there, it's an unstoppable team, and it's a big threat to Miami. It's just a big threat. Like, Miami should watch out. They have Steve Novak. He's the best 3-point shooter, like, as percentage-wise, and you can't just stop him. The Knicks have a solid team, and you have Jason Kidd, the veteran guard. Who can stop Jason Kidd? You can't even compare him to most guards out there that are really young point guards out there. You can't even compare them to Jason Kidd. He's not even a kid no more. He's 40 years old. He's turning on to 40, and he's just not a kid no more. I'll give it to Joel.
Now some of the statements, Josh, like he being the best, Carmelo being the best player in the league. LeBron James is probably gonna hear that and be like, "What am I supposed to be then?" Don't forget, LeBron's sitting on the bench now. When LeBron and Carmelo go against each other, hopefully in the playoffs, it's gonna be a heavyweight matchup like tomorrow. Durant and Melo, hopefully Melo and LeBron. Melo back in Denver had a really good record against LeBron, but after he came to New York, it's kind of gone the opposite. But what I've seen from Carmelo, I've seen passion, I've seen dedication, I've seen all this turn into a ball. He's dribbling hard. He just sees the paint. He wants to dunk so bad, and he wants that dunk real bad. And when he does get that dunk, New York should be proud of that too, Josh.
Yeah. Do you believe he should be on the cover for 2K14?
Definitely.
Hands down. He'll be on the cover for 2K14.
If you're gonna make
James Harden,
more players into it, you should put Carmelo,
James Harden,
James Harden,
Damian Lillard, maybe
later, but those guys, they deserve it. They've had a good season. Just all stars, being all stars great and all, but you gotta have the fame, you gotta have the money, besides the ring and all. Thanks, Josh.
Do you believe that Carmelo Anthony is going to be MVP this season? There's like a no doubt Carmelo Anthony already won the MVP. Even though the season is not over, everyone can already know who the MVP this year is.
LeBron, he should be the MVP award, but there's one name that's standing in the way. That man is LeBron James. LeBron James is the greatest player to ever touch the ball in my
Yes,
heart.
I agree with that too. And no disrespect to Michael Jordan, but LeBron, he's just a beast and he's unstoppable. And
I think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, but LeBron James, I think he's the best player to play in the NBA with like the biggest ability. However, Carmelo's road to MVP, LeBron's in the way. LeBron actually it's kind of like opposite. When Carmelo had his injuries, after Carmelo's hot start, he was injured and stuff. LeBron came in, was scoring points and stuff. Now, LeBron's injured, Carmelo is doing all that stuff. So it's a head-to-head matchup, heavyweight. It's the writers, man, whatever they want. But in my mind, I think Carmelo should deserve it because he's never won an MVP title. LeBron's already had 3, so I think you should give to Carmelo all the hard work he's done this year. And shout out to my nigga Carmelo, man.
All right, and do you think that Carmelo Anthony will retire as a Knick, or maybe he'll be a free agent sooner or later and move on to another team? What are your thoughts?
I think if he is gonna do that, I think he should win a championship for New York. But as a person, he played for Syracuse. I know he got drafted by Denver and all, but he came back to New York. I think he should end his legitimate basketball career as like a New Yorker, playing for New York. I don't know if he's a New Yorker or not, but if as playing for New York, that pride, that New York pride, Stephen A. always talk New York pride.
Yeah.
He should end his career like that.
Yeah, and Joe, he was born in New York. That is the good part, and the thing is,
that's even greater. That's even greater.
He is born in New York. I mean, he's raised in New York as well. But the thing is that he's happy to be on this New York team, even with the struggles and the down parts. He's still happy to be on this team, and that's what the main part is.
Yeah, well, the great thing is, through all that, Carmelo's always been on this team. He's had issues. He's had all the melodrama, Lin drama, all that, drama.
Yeah.
But he's never quit all that. Yeah, that's a good story, man.
Speaking of Lin, what are your thoughts on him right now?
I'm glad he left because I don't think he was supposed to be in New York. I think he became famous in New York so that he can go to Houston. People in Houston love him, but they love Harden more, I guess. But he's a good fit in Houston. That's all I'll say.
All right. So can you explain for the folks here what's the difference between elite and good is in basketball towards Jeremy Lin?
I'll explain it for all little kids that don't understand. You see, sports is like a ladder, right? There's the people on the bottom, there's the people in the middle, there's people that's close to the top, and then there's the top. The people up top are the elite. They're the golden boys, they're the poster boys, they're the game cover boys, they're the boys that are the best in the league. There's a little bit people above them, they can be all-stars, they can be all that, but they ain't elite. They're good, they're good, yeah, they're pretty much good. There's the people that they're okay, they're decent players. Those are the people in the middle. And there's the players all the way in the bottom that suck. They completely suck. In my mind, Jeremy Lin is a middle player. I think he's close to being decent. That's it. The man can't go left, alright? He can't dribble the ball left. That's what I think. I don't think he's a good assistant. He can score once in a while.
Yeah.
That's my...
What I believe is that the media overhyped him during when Carmelo Anthony was out. That's the main reason. He was just it was just an overhyped person. The media just overhyped him.
I actually liked the story, but I just knew inside that he's not a good player. Because that's the flat out story. Go ask Stephen A. Smith. Is Jeremy Lin a good player? No. He's like no. Because he's not a good player.